We might as well make this a really long video where we hit big topics.
Right.
And then the next video we can just do stupid voices and go back to dumb shit, and I hate everything. So you talked about how this game, if you played this game like a normal fucking person, could be one of your favorites of the entire series.
There are some things that I think this game might actually be the very best at as far as all the Soulsborne games.
Before you move past that, could you state what those are?
One is music.
Okay. I thought Dark Souls 3 with Yuka Kitamura did some of the music in this too.
Yeah.
So.
I think the theme that Bloodborne has and how they incorporated the music into it really
suits this.
It not only is really good music on its own, but it is really good music to play Bloodborne to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important. Like Dark Souls 3, I thought did really well as well. All the Souls music is just, it's gorgeous.
You can tell the difference between Michael Wandemacher and Yuka Kitamura's music in Dark Souls 3. You can really, she did Deacons of the Deep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And all the ones that Michael did are like just an orchestra gasm, something like that. Where it's just orchestra mashed together, and it's just one glob of sound. Yuka Kitamura is very particular. Lorian and Lorian. That song...
You mean Lothric and Lorian.
Sorry, yeah. That song. There's so much emotion when it does the turn, where it's like... Na, 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 na. Oh my god. She is amazing. Anyway, sorry, go on if you can.
Dogbird.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's Ladybird. Ladybird, stop. That's not funny. Cut that out.
Jesus.
Edit that out, me. So these things are fucking beautiful. I love them. Anyways, the things that this game does right.
I think combat pacing is really good. Like, especially, even though I never got to play any real PvP, you know.
We're online.
What the AI sells you is a really good, fast-paced, split-second decision PvP, which I normally wouldn't be that in favor of, mostly because, like when I thought of fast PvP before playing this game, I thought about, Dark Souls 1. And, I remember Ouroboros, one of his videos, he talked about how, in the PvP meta, if it can't kill someone in 3 hits, it's garbage.
Holy shit!
It needs to be so powerful in order to even be worth using that, you're basically looking at a 3-hit rule. It's got to be 3 or less.
So what about that is changed by playing this game?
Well, this game, you definitely have weapons that are really goddamn powerful, but
that's a deficit.
You have mobility that matches it.
And now you have the old hunter bone, so you know how it's enhanced.
Yeah.
A lot. That's a big PvP item in this game.
There's a ferocity of movement which can match the level of violence that you're able to dish out with your weapons.
This is an additional shortcut that leads to the exact same lantern.
I think where it falls short is the
scaling of enemies.
Well, I think the choice of weapons is a little bit frustrating.
Yes, that is
some of them just seem not good.
Mm-hmm. Well, also the variety of weapons.
Yeah, and the absence of some of the mechanics that you usually... Oh, Jesus, no.
This is what happens when we sequence the human genome.
What? Neither of those genomes are human.
That's a throwback joke, actually.
Oh, gotcha.
That's my first real throwback. But, you forgot.
That's a vivid baby cry.
Go to the lantern. Go do lantern things and do stuff with your echoes.
I think that the armor choices are kind of lame. All the armor's basically the same. Without the mechanic of weight to provide more variance there, it's basically just, is the armor good at the thing you're fighting? Yes, no. And then the other part of it is, quite frankly, if you're playing through this game and you don't have a strategy guide in front of you, how the hell do you tell what type of damage you're supposed to be building against? Mm-hmm. And I have a feeling, although I can't necessarily confirm it, that the optimal armor will change at a rate that is extremely inconvenient, if not altogether frustrating, to try and constantly change your armor so that it's good against what you're about to fight.
If each of the armor had set bonuses, do you think that would fix it?
Yeah, like if it had an offensive characteristic or like a utility characteristic, that would be interesting.
I don't know why that popped in my head. It's just in D&D, similar thing. Light, medium, heavy armor, and Starfinder, light and heavy, you know, and they weigh different amounts, and some armors slow you down.
Yeah.
They reduce the amount of movement speed. So removing that from this really makes it become fashion-born. And, you know, I don't pay a crazy amount of attention to the armor numbers. They're all different, obviously. They all provide different benefits. But to a degree that matters, I couldn't say, as far as you're concerned, it's not enough of a difference to matter.
It really doesn't seem like it. I mean, there's some armors that are highly specialized. And
yeah,
like I said, if you have a guide in front of you, or if you figured out some way to determine what type of damage things are doing to you, because, I mean, it's something I've never figured out so far.
Yeah, I'd love to look up a guide on armor in this game.
That's a cool bridge.
That's...
Well, I mean, like, this so easily could have been just a wooden bridge. You know, they've already got the textures for, like, a high-quality bridge with, like, wooden paneling or something.
But
But for some reason here, they decided it needs to be way more ornate and lit up.
Well, probably because it serves a purpose.
I know, but still.
Okay.
Even though it's got chains here, sure.
That's probably a lot of copy-pasted patterns, but yeah, no, and I see your... Oh, it's starting. God, it's going to be really hard to edit this video down. I think this is going to end up being like a 30-minute video, which is fine. I'm all right with it.
Are these puppet men respawning?
Ooh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is one of the most...
cutscene shit.
Yep.
Some say cosm, we shall not abandon the dream.
Mouse not moving.
No one
I love his smile, though.
No one
can stop us.
No one can catch... No.
How is his neck not broken?
No one can...
No.
No. I don't know whether you're going to like him or hate him, but he is one of the most interesting bosses in any Souls game because his strategy, it has never been done before.
All right. Well, that has me interested, so I'll probably like him just from... He just runs.
He runs away. You have to chase him through this labyrinth. It's kind of linear to a degree, but yeah, he runs away from you. What boss in any Souls game does that?
What? You shoot him and he just disappears?
Yeah, if you're gonna ask me about specifics, ooh, sorry, I don't know. I just fucking smash people into, you know, mashed potatoes. Oh, wow, you're already here. All right, time to fight. And you're gonna see him use some of the arcane abilities that are available in this game. And yes, they have the pointless puppets, which I think are a cool enemy. By design, I love them. Yeah, you might want to put on some arcane resist. Every time I ask you about this game, I'm always brought back to the fucking Matthew Matosis video in Dark Souls 2. And he just fucking hates that game.
I can't agree with anybody who says Dark Souls 2 is a bad game.
Have you ever seen his video on that?
Yeah.
There's a lot of points I agree and a lot of points I disagree. He's like, you know, locking on and targeting things in this game, don't do it. And one of his examples is that congregation fight. For me, I approach these games in a very, very broad sense. It's nothing but reaction time for me and just doing my best to get the stats where I want them. But some people are very particular about these games.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, is the shield working right now? No. Okay, let's try two-handed. Let's try dual. Let's try one-handed, you know? I experiment. And he's like, you know, you don't target things in this game. It's like, I'm sure I targeted some things in Dark Souls 2, but not others. Like the rat boss.
Yeah, or the Alon Knights.
Yeah, you know, just everything is circumstantial for me in these games. And I can't just make sweeping statements about it. It's so hard for me to do that with things. In anything. Cuz every fucking thing in my life depends.
Right.
So that's why the script I have for the Breath of the Wild game, every single criticism I have for Breath of the Wild is just, this is largely a preference for me. This is a preference that I hold. But as far as the game is designed, this makes perfect sense. And that's a huge distinction I try to make with myself. Discern between the objective and the subjective. That's incredibly difficult. Like, I don't... Whoa! You gotta spooge with the scooge. It's so hard for people to separate subjective from objective. And I think that to a degree it's not possible. But if you fucking try, it'll at least resemble, you know, pretty close to successful. Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh,
Oh, wait, what?
that's not right. But his health bar did.
Ooh.
Majestic.
Yeah, his health bar actually disappeared. I forgot about that. I mean, it was at half health, so like it's not like you'd be Squiggly.
Come back here.
Look at this fucking. This fight is interesting.
Give me the damn...
Nope. Oh, you're trying to do a leap attack. Shoot him. That'll flip him over. Or it won't. Do we want to try and harmonize? Do you want to do high and I'll do low, or other way around? I'll do high and you do low. I'm sorry. Thank you. Whoa! He went through a mirror!
Blue SKIDOO, do we kin too?
What?
Did you watch Blue Flute?
Oh, okay. Ooh, go to... No, not yet. Don't go down there yet. Maybe you do go down that hole. I thought you chased him down that hole, and that becomes the arena where you fight him. Because lo and behold, it's the same place. I don't think... Oh, you do follow him. Okay. Damn Fraggle Rock, baby Muppet.
What the fuck?
Oh! Whoa! What? I'm sorry I haven't talked about a lot of funny things. It's just when I drink, I become more honest, and I had a good conversation with Ryan last night, so I felt like now is probably the best opportunity to assess it.
Iron door key.
You found a key during a fight. I don't remember all this, so that's fucking cool.
Yeah, this is a neat boss.
But there are so many people that hate it because it wastes their time.
Now what do I do?
I imagine you need to bring up that bridge, I think. You need to find a way to bring up that bridge. But anyways, yeah, pointless wastes of time, I hate. Bosses that make you have to go through their attack phase again, I don't like that. Mikolash, are you sure you're doing alright?
Dude, he's more than alright.
He's getting his Myco lashed. He will probably actually lead you to what you need to do. And it's just part of one of his escape routes. Ooh, can you do a run-in attack? Oh, got him. No, the bridge comes up after you beat him, because there's a lantern on the other side of it. And you use the key on the door. So I think this might be the rest of the fight, maybe. Oh, that's it. That's the final confrontation. Okay, I remember now. Oh, get me with your big wheel. Now he's gonna have his second spell, End Punch, so be careful. This is for all the beans. Whoa, fuck, there's a magic. Jesus Christ, what a bastard.
Dude, that move is not okay.
The least okay thing. Ooh. Oh, just start on him. Just fucking start on him. Oh,
get some.
Fantastic.
Taste the wheel, motherfucker. Huh.
He'll forget everything now that he's waking up. What's it doing?
This man's finished.
What's he doing? Running around, shouting about nonsense with a cage on his head. What's it doing? I should be wearing a tie with pockets. A cage on your head? What's it doing? I was gonna ask you about something that I mull over all the time. Being able to differentiate between your own subjective and objective views on things. Do you ever try to do something like that? Or even like, what are your thoughts on that kind of thought process?
I'm not sure. I guess the closest thing I come to that is I try to recognize that if I'm looking for information on a subject, I analyze whether or not I'm looking in places where I think I'll find the answer I want, or if I think I'll find, the most accurate answer possible.
One of the biggest drives, recent drives, I should say, for me, like discerning the differences between those two things is, a while back, I started watching through every Gundam show, and I'm not that far away from finishing all of them. Like 3 left, maybe. And I have been writing down my opinion on them, just nonstop, pros and cons. And the more I've watched, the more expansive my summaries have become. I've been thinking of creating a kind of review series where I do my best at separating my objective opinion of something, my objective view analysis of something, to subjective. Because there are objective qualities in creative media. There are.
Yeah.
You look at a TV show, and if a scene clips right before a line is finished and it's not intentional, it's for comedic purpose, you can tell that's bad. That's objectively bad. Sound quality, a lot of background noise. They have one microphone and they used it for one guy and not the other. Objectively bad. With anime, it's very hard to tell with voice acting. When you know the Japanese language, anime sounds exactly like Saturday morning cartoons terrible voice acting. All of it. To my understanding. I've heard that. So I can't criticize on voice acting and even writing. I watch miscellaneously acquired anime, which is subbed by different people. So even on writing, it's so difficult to criticize the writing of an anime because different people made the subs. So,
yeah, I can see that.
So there's a lot of difficulty in that. So I just I have to assume that the subtitles are true. I have to assume that. Otherwise, what the fuck can I analyze in that story? Nothing. We've gone over time, and I've been very honest in this. And I actually have something fun I want to do with Ryan when we're done with Bloodborne tonight. I'll talk a little bit more about Bloodborne in the next video. God, this video is probably fucking long. What do you think about that, Ryan?
I'm okay with longer ones. That's just a personal preference.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that like long plays where people don't make funny voices, which I understand. Those are called long plays. Don't click on my video if you want a long play, but click on this video because, hi, thanks, how you doing? What's your number? Anyways,
how you doing?
I know.
What you wearing?